నేను స్టార్టింగ్ లో చాలా కోపంగా ఉన్నప్పుడు ఫోన్ ఆఫ్ చేస్తాను. And one day to loud if we don't talk, how are we going to solve it? I'm like, yeah. And after that, I stopped switching off my phone and I keep it now. కొంచెం yeah. And after that, I stopped switching off my phone and I keep it now. కొంచెం yeah. And after that, I stopped switching off my phone and I keep it now. And after that, I stopped switching off my phone and I keep it now. Right?
It has all come down to this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Call of Duty Mobile's Garena Masters X. We're going to be bringing you the action non-stop today here at the playoffs. My name is Pika, joined by Warden, my guy. I'm already sweating bullets just thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, we just got news as well that it wasn't a map advantage that will be given for the upper bracket winners. It's not that. It's going to be a twice to beat advantage. The first time this is going to happen in Garena Masters history, at least for the longest time, though. We did have that system play out, I think, in the early seasons of Garena Masters overall, but a reset in a best of 7 format is absolutely grueling here, Pika.
Yes, insane if you think about it. That gives the opposition, even those on the lower bracket, a lot of chances to rectify their mistakes and try to get back on top. Now, speaking of getting back on top, yesterday's story, Warden, unfolded in such an unorthodox manner, especially for TSM.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, first out of TSM, they were able to surprise us on a first initial game there on a hard point takeoff. I mean, it ended off in a 245 to 250 scoring or somewhere along those lines, right?
Yeah.
But on Search and Destroy, they did struggle, and it kind of showed us well up against Illinois. I mean, we got to see probably the longest Search and Destroy in Garena Masters history as well. It went down to like quad 5-time quintuple overtime run, and we got to see them bleed out on S&D. But you know, at the end, it was them pulling through. No, it was Illinois pulling through. So we did see a reset there on the map number 4. But moving over now, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are missing out and want to backtrack as well on our official schedules, this has been our format for the broadcast. 28th to the 1st of February to March has been the qualifiers there. It was broadcasted, by the way, first time as well in Garena Masters. And on the group stage, we started off at March 5 to 8. And then right now, we are at Championship Sunday, Pika.
And we did mention yesterday how big of a break our teams had leading to the playoffs, right? Those 5 days could have been that turning point for some of our teams. And TSM actually, and even Illinois, they proved that, you know, the amount of preparation that they had leading to the playoffs. But meanwhile, folks, here we go. Let's not forget as well, you're seeing that the format had a little bit of a change here, Warden. But more importantly, the top 6 teams will be qualified to GSI.
Yeah, top 6 teams overall. I mean, we got to mention them, man. I mean, first of all, granted, we all know already the elephant in the room for GSI. It's going to be Alula, Elevate, TSM alongside Illinois. But joining alongside them is actually going to be the players of Scary and alongside Elite Ascent. So, hey, we're still going to have the continuation there for the set of Scary and Elite Ascent's run. But fortunately, they got to wait out for the GSI to play through. But for the set of Elite Ascent, though, it's nice to see a brand new squad be put to a competition like this for GSI. I'm kind of sad as well in some way that we're not going to be seeing a Mythical, Huge, and Oblivion play through because they are contenders, but unfortunately they got sent to the group of death, and guess what? Well, they're not going to make it for GSI.
Yeah, unfortunate to hear that. But again, you know, thinking about today, I feel that our sights need to be set on these last teams that are gonna duke it out for at least for our playoffs and to get a big piece of that prize. We're going to talk about that in just a bit. Now, Warden, we're going to try to talk about GSI a little bit later on as well because of how important that can be. Maybe that can wait. But as promised, here it is. Our prize pool is a whopping 40,000 USD, wherein the champ gets 50% of that at 20,000. In succession, they will reduce all the way to $1,000 for our 5th and 8th place, which is still a hefty amount considering, well, honestly, the players didn't have to spend anything joining this.
Oh, exactly. And, you know, just adding the fact as well, I mean, once you qualify for the group stage, you're pretty much set. You got money directly that are sent to your pocket. But, you know, you want to get the $20,000. You want to get it all for yourself. And, you know, in Philippine conversion rate, I mean, that's well over $1 million pesos. And when do you ever get to see that happen, you know, in an 8-day format? Never. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is the current standing of the brackets here on the playoffs. We started things off here with Alula beating off Illinois on a 3-0. Unfortunately, the first map there was won by forfeiture because Illinois didn't really have any complete set of players, but I don't think it would have changed anything at all. Moving over now towards Elevate and TSM. Well, it was a grueling fight there on hardpoint takeoff, but Elevate was just able to break away, coming in from Search and Destroy control in the second set of hardpoints. And moving over now, granted, Illinois and TSM, they get sent down to the lower brackets. They had a tussle, but at the end, Soul Definition went to the side of TSM. Hence, now we do get to see Elevate and Alula Club here. Probably the most important matchup here. Probably the most important series. Well over. Whoever wins this will have a twice to beat advantage, and we are going straight to a map of Arsenal.
My goodness. Warden could not have pieced that any better, honestly. And you know, when I first heard about the format of twice the beat advantage, I woke up internally, Warden, because again, as you mentioned, it took a while before that format came back. Now, this right here is almost a seal of, honestly, of victory if you have that much of an advantage. But here we go. We're not going to waste any more time. Elevate versus Alula Club. Let's get it.
Yeah, here we go, man. I mean, I thought, and honestly, that we might not be able to see Arsenal play out all because of how close TSM was up against Elevate on CDM. But hey, Elevate, they brought this map for a reason. Alula Club, though, they're ready to fight. As we get to see the hard point's going to be opening up now, it is going to be a fight for the pillar side.
Okay, the literal 1 point here went yellow on the side of Alula Club. But again, slight bit of a hold here on the side of Elevate. Lab is one of the more intriguing hard points I have ever seen in a long time, Warden, because again, the points where you have to actually keep your eyes on, yeah, they're just a little too dangerous, so to speak.
Now when you get yourself inside here fully defined, get the left and the right of the pillars, occupy every single thing. Try to play this crappy, not gonna work out. You gotta get some map control here, but so far both of these teams has the same all intention. And now it comes to the point that both of these teams are gonna be coming from left to the right. It's all just gonna come down to the team fights in the trays. As PJ lays the way, he finds the first steer, Skirt's gonna be out. Lucasen will be up next. PJ looking to be revitalized as he kick things off, but it's race free at the end of this hard point.
Okay, this is gonna be dangerous. A bit of a haul here, folks, for going to our second hard point. The entire path is really dangerous. Now, I feel that some people don't actually recognize, Warden, how Arsenal is one of the few maps ever within the vetoes that you actually have some doors that signal entry.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's the only map in Codm right now that has the doorways, and
yes,
it has a lot of depth into it. It takes a lot of timing, and both of these teams has been so far been prepared for it. Now we go for the striker as P2 is going to be opening up. First initial contestant going to go to the players of Alula Club. Elevate has the better side of the spawns, but you got to take away the players from that outer lane if ever you want to try to get the break. But till then, Elevate just doing the best that they could and the best that they are, just playing it scrappy, bringing it from the front side, and they are able to put themselves here on the last 30 seconds of this P2.
Man, I want to see how the chat is exploding right now. I'm pretty sure they're already showing some love for both teams. 35 to 33 here, still slightly in favor of Elevate. Crane, again, very dangerous hard point here. Granted, there will be no roof to actually save you from from a lot of these projectiles as well as these utilities.
Exactly. I mean, look at this turnout of a switch up. I mean, Elevate so far not looking too shabby at all. In fact, they're looking pretty good here up against the Alula Club, but no. Only the first two hard points been done. Post up here on his P3. If you are late, I've seen a lot of teams trample in this situation before, but let's see if there's going to be any switch up. As the players of Elevate, they spawn here down deep side Narnia. It's now going to be a Alula Club here. Should be able to spawn away here soon enough as Yopi leads the way as he finds the break. He finds the first and the second and the third. Force free for the side of Yopi, and that's going to be the players of Alula Club here back against the wall.
Very comfortable showing here from Elevate, man. Okay, so trying to hold their ground here by Jet. Let's see if we're going to be able to get... Okay, also going for a little vent control. Oh, but no, a little too late as well on that aim. But again, good trade from Zasano.
71-39 here. Alula Club looking quite bleak in this situation. I mean, if we were able to gauge out how Elevate was playing on yesterday's run on takeoff here up against ESN, this seems to be a totally different squad, though. Look at this, doubling down the points, around a 40-point lead. I mean, Alula Club, they're going to go for the contestant yard for the scrap time, but can they get the full sustainability out of it? Might be the case, though, as player one, Clove, plays his heart out. He's going to have this equalizer to lock things down here for the last 10 seconds as the rest of the crew from the set of Alula Club, they're going to be hitting the artillery side, and that's going to be player 5 and 3, Skirt and Jai, buying the space that they need here to get the early rotation here on his P4.
Yeah, man, I completely agree, especially with that equalizer. It paved the way for Alula to at least catch up a little bit. Here we go. Speaking of Alula Club, 60 and counting up. Just like that, there's an immediate contest here from Elevate. Hard points so far looking green, well, but now it's blue. Kalo flushing in with with a good merit there from the equalizer. Here we go. Tosano taking out, got a little bit of coverage from that death machine.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a pretty good investment here from the side of that machine. Moving over.